Welcome to another episode of the Vince and Prexie vlog. Medyo matagal din kami hindi naka-episode Medyo nabisi
kasi may shooting.
Yeah, may shooting kami. So yung topic namin for tonight is a question sent to us by one of our friends. And yun ay, how do you cope with stress and anxiety during this time of pandemic? Madami nakaka-relate dito. Kasi being parents, enough na po yun para maging anxious and stressed kami.
Patagal na ba yung COVID?
Ano yun? March tayo nag-lockdown, di ba? Oo, so...
Sa Wuhan, December yan, di ba?
Oo, so almost a year na. Magiging 1 year na. COVID. So...
I'm sure may mga anxious na dyan.
Oo nga, nasa-stress na tayong lahat, di ba? Ano na yung may nawawala ng trabaho, lalo na ngayon iba yung bagyo, sunod-sunod yung bagyo, tapos may financial crisis. So, kami ni Vince may 6 tips kami sa inyo. Kung yung based on our experience, kung ano ginagawa namin. Ito yung TEDSAP o yung TEDSAP. Yan. So yan, ginawan talaga namin para hindi namin malimutan during this episode. So sa TEDSAP, yung T is you talk it out. Yung number 1 talaga. Talk it out with your friends and family.
Ilabas mo lang.
Do not bottle up your emotions if you're feeling anxious or stressed. Ilabas mo yung anxiety mo, na super stress ka na, pagod ka na, you talk to someone about it. Hindi naman necessarily na isusolve ng taong yun yung problema mo, but at least you were able to voice it out.
May outlet.
Oo, yan tama. May outlet ka sa mga problems o sa nararamdaman mo ngayon. Okay? And then yung TEDSAP, yung E namin is exercise. Okay. So, hindi naman necessary din na mag-gym kayo everyday. Or kung kaya ninyo,
kumakain ka lang. Spoon.
Oh. Hindi yung exercise ito.
Bigat yung spoon.
Ibang exercise yun. So, if kaya nyo mag-allot ng 30 minutes to 1 hour of exercise every day, okay na yun. Kaya manibin sa invest kami talaga sa stationary bikes, bumili kami ng weights. O, di ba? Tumaba kami ng joke lang. Kasi yung exercise, effective. Na-maintain namin yung weight at nababawasan din yung parang stress namin kasi nag-release yung exercise ng endorphins, tsaka nakakalimutan namin yung mga worries namin tuwing nag-exercise. Tsaka ano ba yung D? D is diet. Napaka-importante. Hindi kami nag-skip ng meals. We never skip meals. Tapos we...
seafoods. Yeah. It's what I see.
We have a balanced diet, vegetables, tapos iniiwasan namin yung sugar, caffeine, tsaka alcohol. Yan. Too much caffeine and alcohol. Nakakasira kasi yan sa S natin, which is sleep. Bakit ba importante yung sleep?
Bakit ba?
Ikaw yung sleep expert. Ikaw yung sa S, sleep. Bakit
sleep,
ba?
kasi yun yung time na dapat naka-rest tayo, no? Yung katawan, din, parang makina din yan, kailangan ng rest. So, kasi hindi ka natutulog, masyadong abuse yung katawan mo, di ba? So, mapansin mo pag maganda yung tulog, maganda din yung gising. Parang refresh. Pero kung hindi refresh yung tulog mo, baka may problema din sa tulog mo. So, follow din tayo ng sleep hygiene, no? Before matulog, walang gadgets, off yung lights, no?
Tapos yun nga, dun papasok yung not too much caffeine and no alcohol. Kasi pag may caffeine is a stimulant. So, mahihirapan kang matulog. Pero yung alcohol din, mas madali kang matulog, pero hindi na maganda yung quality ng sleep mo if maraming alcohol ang intake. Okay, so yung A is acceptance and appreciation. Ano yung acceptance? I-accept na natin na hindi tayo si Superman tsaka si Superwoman. Okay. May mga bagay na hindi natin makokontrol at mga bagay-bagay na it's beyond our, kahit gano'n pa tayo magpa-plan, hindi talaga natin makukuha yung desired output na gusto natin. Okay, tapos appreciate na buhay ka. Kasi surviving this pandemic, surviving this pandemic is an achievement already. It's enough, it's a good achievement na you're with your family and you're healthy. Tapos
magiging proud tayo sa mga apo natin. Parang Nag-survive kayo ng World War II. Ito, nag-survive kayo ng pandemic.
Yan. Okay. So, yan. So, good job to you, mommies, daddies, ates, and kuyas na na-survive ninyo. O, kasi malapit na rin, papunta na rin yung vaccine. Hopefully, if everything goes well, di ba, may mga stories tayo sa mga, natin, mga apo, mga great-grandchildren, kung paano natin na-survive yung pandemic. Next natin is yung P, which is
Professional assistant.
professional help. Professional assistant. So, pag may mga thoughts na talaga kayo na intense at hindi na rin alam ng family niyo at saka colleagues niyo paano i-handle yung mga thoughts niyo, siguro may mga thoughts
Patulfo muna.
Wow!
Ay.
Umpisa na natin ang bakbakan. Shari!
Hanap ka na ng let's ask for professional help pag hindi na talaga kaya ng mga friends. Saan ba sila, where will you direct them, Vince, if they want to
So, nakilala tayo.
Sino ba?
Si Ma'am Alex.
Ayun. Kasi may guest kami tonight. Tapos, ito yung, actually, siya rin yung pinupuntahan namin pag may mga kami, may mga questions kami regarding mental health, mental wellness, ganun. So, yung guest natin, yung distinguished guest natin is si Miss Alex Callao. Okay, so, basahin ko yung credentials niya. So, she is studying Masters of Science in Clinical Psychology, currently training in trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy. Yun. She has worked with kids with special needs, trauma survivors, volunteered in mental health lines for the frontliners during the pandemic. So, she is a psychological first aider responder. Okay, so we will listen to Miss Alex Callao kung ano yung mga suggestions niya, ano yung mga tips niya on how to survive or how to cope with stress and anxiety during this time of the pandemic. Roll video, please.
Hi! First of all, thank you to Ma'am Prexie and Sir Vincent for inviting me to talk about mental health in this segment. And the question that was given to me was, how do you cope with stress and anxiety in the middle of the pandemic? You have to answer, bakit ako stressed and anxious sa gitna ng pandemic? And don't answer, kasi nga nasa pandemic. No, I meant, is it because, bakit the work from home setup is stressing you out? Is it the online learning? Is it your modules? Bakit? What's giving you stress and what's making you worry in the middle of this pandemic? Next is you establish boundaries. Establish work boundaries, school boundaries, and personal boundaries. If ever ang work time mo is from 8 to 5, and then 8 to 5 you do your work. Afterwards, you make time for your family, you make time for yourself, you read a book, or you watch a Netflix episode, you watch TV, you talk to your friends. That's an example of a healthy boundary, of a healthy work boundary. Next is you do a hobby because you genuinely enjoy doing it, not because everybody else is doing it. It's healthier if ever you engage in a hobby that you genuinely enjoy, not because someone else is engaging in it. Ay, kasi ganito siya, ako din, ganyan. So, find a hobby na ikaw mismo, you genuinely enjoy it and you want to do it. And it gives you pleasure and it gives you relaxation. Yun. Make a list of things that you can control and cannot control. Things that you can control are like your eating habits, your sleeping habits, your time, your reactions, your actions. Things naman you cannot control are like the pandemic, the internet connection, and you let go of the things that you cannot control. Kasi they're there na wala ka nang magagawa. We have to live through them. But the things that you can't control, sila naman yung kaya mong magawan pa ng paraan. Next is accept that there will be bad days. There will be days na things will really not go your way. Mapuputol ka sa gitna ng meeting, putol-putol connection mo, hindi ka makakasubmit dahil sa weather, bad weather, kaya shaky ang internet connection. Accept that there would be days like those, and we live through them. There will always be, your work will always wait for you. The school, kumbaga pa, you can always do that tomorrow or later when the internet is better. Kasi you can't do anything about it na. Next is, talk to people. Talk to people and mean it. Talk to people kasi you genuinely want to ask them how they are. you genuinely want to talk to them and not para makipag-chismisan lang or makipag-compare, ganyan. So, talk to them kasi gusto mo silang kamustahin and it helps. Talking to people really helps. And if you're not comfortable with talking to people, I would suggest you write. You don't mind the grammar, don't mind the sentence structure, bahala na mag-Konyo, mag-Bisaya, or mag-Tagalog ka, but just write kung anong nafe-feel mo, kung anong kailangan mong gawin, mga gusto mong sabihin na mga hindi mo masabi, sulat mo lang. Anyway, that's between you and the paper. Ikaw lang naman makakabasa niyan unless you choose to share it, of course, And then, detox from social media. I know this is super hard kasi most of our shops or most of our businesses are online. Pero, take social media breaks. And if hindi talaga kaya, as in, kailangan talaga nasa phone ko always for some reason, follow pages. I would encourage you to follow pages with positive vibes or funny pages, kumbaga pa, na kasi para kahit pa paano man matawa ka or ma-inspire ka with the quotations. And finally, last one, indulge in your guilty pleasures. So if your guilty pleasure is watching a Netflix series or if it's reading a book, make sure to reward yourself with all the work that you did or all the studying that you did. Celebrate your small wins na I know mahirap siya gawin ngayon, but the pandemic is one of the things that we cannot control, and as I've said earlier, we have to live through it, we have to tide through it, and we are part of history. The pandemic is part of history. You're living history. Hindi lang nga masyadong maganda kasi we're all staying at home and we can't see our friends, but we can always look at the brighter side and hope for a better tomorrow. Our fingers crossed for a better tomorrow. So don't forget to take care of your physical health, but at the same time, I hope I was able to give you some tips on how to take care of your mental health. So until then.
Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Alex Callao, for those insights. Grabe, ang detailed ng mga tips and tricks ni Miss Alex Callao. So thank you for those. And we'll be sure to check those out. If you want to know more about how to cope up with stress and anxiety, we will put down her contact details or contact information below this video so you can contact her. Also, ang alam ko din sa Davao City, they are providing parang psychological or parang yung hotlines for someone or for those who want to contact their experts regarding mental wellness, mental health, kung may nararamdaman kayo and you want to talk to someone. So we'll put all those details down below this video.
So that's it.
That's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Beans and Prexie vlog.
Bye-bye.
And stay safe, everybody, and stay positive lang po tayo. Stay positive, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.